Oh no, no part of this looks right. There's wires attached. Okay, this is bad. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how this video is gonna turn out. You see, I am not the type of guy that can repair things very easily with his hands, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to buy a broken iPhone and then try to fix it. And before I even got to start shooting this thing, some things already went sideways. This is either gonna be the coolest video I've ever made, or an absolute tragedy, which I guess will still be a cool video. Regardless, as nervous as I have been to shoot this video, here we are, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's see if I can repair this iPhone. This exact iPhone, right after this!
This is, you know you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back, and for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis, and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below, but for now, let's just get into the video. So let's just start off first by talking about what I'm doing. I'm going to attempt to repair this iPhone, this one I got from eBay, because the screen apparently isn't working. But let me get into that a little bit more. Because I purchased this off eBay with one intent, and then something else happened. You see, I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money on this because it's very likely that this is not going to work when I'm done. Like, legitimately, I don't have faith in myself to be able to accomplish this. So if you would please do me a favor, since I'm probably going to trash an iPhone, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you've been watching videos around here for a while, please hit the subscribe button. It's the least you can do. I'm trying to get to 100,000, and I'm about ready to wreck this iPhone. This is terrible. And because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, I actually originally ordered an iPhone XR. It's a good enough phone, and I figured it wouldn't cost too much for the replacement. I think the replacement screen was like 50 bucks. So I ordered it and it got here. And then the first thing went wrong. So I opened it up, looked at it, and it looks like it's in pretty good condition. The thing that they said was wrong with it is that the top part of the touchscreen doesn't work, and I verified that. Trying to start it up, I couldn't hit English as the actual language, so it's basically stuck starting up. I suppose if I was okay with other languages, I could start to set it up, but I'm not. And then I noticed something as I turned it around on the back. This is not an iPhone XR. As you know, the iPhone XR only had one camera. This is either an iPhone X or an iPhone XS. Now, the problem is they look exactly the same. So I had to do some searching online, and it turns out, depending on the speaker grill on the bottom, you can tell if it's a XS or a 10. And this is a 10. Now, because it's an iPhone X and not a XS, it means it actually has a slower processor than the XR. Now, it does have an OLED screen over the LCD screen of the iPhone XR, so maybe that's an upgrade. I don't know. I'm not real sure exactly if I consider this an upgrade or downgrade. Leave a comment below and tell me if you think this is going to be an upgrade or a downgrade from the XR that I should have gotten. Regardless, it made me have to send back and reorder a completely different display because the display is completely wrong for the XR versus the 10. The screen size isn't the same, and it's OLED versus LCD. So that was a thing. And what I basically did is I went on Amazon and found a replacement screen for the 10, hoping that the only thing wrong with this is that display. Now, I don't know that that's the case. I could put this screen on and it might not work at all. It still might not work. At the end of the day, this is a big risk. This phone might die and might never be good again. And in some ways, it kind of already is. But I get nervous about this sort of stuff, so I guess we should get started. Let me just quickly set an expectation. This is not jerry-rig everything. This video will not end well. It just won't. There are tons of videos on YouTube that show you how to take apart these things and put them together, and then they work after. This is definitely not going to be one of those. I know myself. There's no way this ends well. So if that's going to be something that's going to trigger you, I'm just going to tell you right now, get ready to get triggered, because I'm going to try to put this thing together, but there are no guarantees here. Now, to be clear, I've never done this before. I'm not good with my hands, so I really don't think this is going to turn out good. But I do have the stuff right here, and oh my gosh, please just pray for me, because I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like this is going to be a bad thing. So first off, I'm going to take out some of this stuff and lay it out in a way that, oh, there's a suction cup. Oh Lord, I'm nervous about this. Thank goodness it's not a phone that I need to have, but I just don't have confidence. Let me go ahead and put my glasses on here so I can read what's going on. Okay, so here's the directions. I might actually want to see a video of this. Oh, look at all the instructions. Oh, good goobly goo. Oh, there's so many. Oh no. Please read the instructions carefully and better search related installing video on YouTube or ask a professional to install. I'm the professional, I guess. Lord. Step 2. Okay. Power off your phone. Remove the two 6.9mm long pentalobe screws at the edge of the phone. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, this is too much for me. Okay, there's the screen. I am already filled with angst. This is, oh Lord, they're giving me tools. They should know better than that. Oh my God, this is terrible. I'm so intimidated. Oh, the screws, I guess, are on the bottom. Yes. I don't know what idiot. I'm so... Oh my God, I need to watch a video of this because I gotta be honest, like this sort of stuff is not my bag. Oh, and also they give me like some type of magnetic thing so I know where everything goes. This is, I'm already gonna tell you, this is gonna turn out so bad. So you can see where all the screws go. Isn't that cool? So I think when I pull the screen, I think this is magnetic. So when I pull the screws out, I can place them right on here. Before installation, oh my God, I'm so intimidated. Here we go. I think this is the right screwdriver. Is it biting? It's not biting. This video is never gonna happen. I mean, I don't even know. Are there screws there? Yeah, there's screws there. Okay. I feel the screw. All right. All right, this is exciting. One of the screws coming out. Oh my gosh! Is this magnetic? It is. Awesome, I love it. So I'll move that off to the side. Next screw right here. I mean, listen, Jerry Rig Everything can do this, but I'm not Jerry Rig Everything. I'm Travis Rig Nothing. Okay. Oop, there we go. All right, the bottom two are out. What's the next step? Use a hair dryer. Nope, well that's not gonna happen. Pull up the suction cup. All right, let's get the suction cup. Where's that go in the front? Suction cup. Hair dryer. Okay. Okay, all right, put this on. Pull up the suction cup firm, constant pressure to create a light gap between the front panel. Maybe I should just watch Jerry Rig Everything. I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, this is... All right. I can already feel like this is not gonna work. Is that the only thing that's holding that thing in? It's not working. I'm trying to see. Am I supposed to go around the edge? I'm gonna watch a YouTube video on how to replace this. Let's see.
Once you get to the side with the power button, beep.
Okay, so this is basically saying pull here, and everything's saying use some heat or something to soften the adhesive. I guess I gotta go do that. Let me go do that. I got this thing heated up. Use something in the... Oh, Lord. I have it warmed up, so that isn't exactly the problem. The iFixit toolkit is probably 27 times better than this thing. What's happening here, if you can see this, what's happening here, this little, you see how that whitens up there? That's not what happens in any of the videos I've seen. This is bad. This is bad. All right, slide the pick all the way around, slicing through the adhesive, holding the display in place. Don't insert the pick very far, or you may damage the display cables along the side. Well, okay. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. This is not easy. I thought this was gonna be very difficult, and I was right. I was more right than I wanted to be, let me tell you. Please hit the subscribe button, please. At this point, I'm desperate because this video is going sideways very fast. So at the very least, I'm gonna need some subscribes. Because probably what's gonna happen is after I put this back together, if that ever even happens, it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have a complete trash iPhone on my hand. At least before it turned on and stuff. I do not have high hopes for that. Okay, what just happened was about 15 minutes of me just struggling to get this thing off. And I'm about to take it off, and considering that was probably the least technical thing that I'm gonna have to do, I'm a little bit nervous. So let's just remove this. I believe it opens to the left or this way. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh. Uh-oh. This, I don't think is a good thing. I think this is bad. Oh, 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 no, I know part of this looks right. There's wires attached. Okay, this is bad. There's the camera, there's the front-facing camera, and that is not looking very happy. Let's see, is this the... What I think might have happened is, I think I might have gone in too deep. I think is what happened. Okay. This has me really deeply concerned, okay? And they are different sizes apparently for some of these, which is kind of weird. Okay, another 15 minutes or so has gone by, and I thought I stripped the screw. Actually, I might have. They're so freaking small that I'm just putting them on the magnetic pad. I was able to get this part off, and this part is where I can start to separate the screen. I'm not gonna do the whole jerry-rig everything. I'm just gonna get you through piece by piece the parts that I mean, I think I know how to do. And you know, really it's more about, will this thing work when I'm done? But I'll show you bits and pieces as I go along. All right, it's been a long time, and let me just catch you up on everything that's going on. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna tell you right now, first of all, even if my eyesight was perfect, seeing some of this stuff is ridiculous. Jerry-rig everything is a master. I can't do it. Secondarily, I found out as I was pulling this back part off that there's actually more to it. So if you can see here, this and this, so these two parts are actually supposed to be together. So somehow when I was prying the thing off in the first place, these things, they're not together. And then there's the whole part near the front-facing camera, which I am positive I have destroyed. I'm absolutely positive of that. And then I saw what else I would have to do to put this back in a way that puts it back similarly to the way it was. And I'm positive I can't do it. I'm absolutely positive. I'm beyond frustrated I can't do it. But here's what I did do. I did take the replacement screen and just connect it back the bare minimum that I think I have to in order for it to potentially function. Now, I'm just going to say, I don't think this is going to work at all, period, end of story. But if it at least works, which, by the way, probably without the front-facing camera, I'm still going to call it as a victory, because I can't do this stuff anyway, and I don't think you should do it either. But let's see what happens. I'm going to hold this power button in and pray to the Tim Cook that something happens. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on, mama. It's coming on. That right there is a victory. As far as I'm concerned, that's a victory in and of itself. By the way, it's not even screwed together. I just want to see if it's going to work at all. Okay, there's hello, ladies and gentlemen. Does the touch part work? Hola, okay. Okay. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, I actually kind of fixed it in a way that I don't think it has a front-facing camera. But ladies and gentlemen, it's there. I kind of did it. I did it a little bit. Just a little. I'm going to set up manually. Bro, I'm going to tell you something. I'm proud of myself. I literally thought this thing wasn't going to work at all, 0.0%. Because I got extra pieces. You see this thing right here? That's supposed to go in there. What else is supposed to be in there? This thing is some type of assembly. That's near the camera. This thing looks important. I think this part is important. If you ask me, this little thing is definitely important. But it's not in here. And you know what? It don't matter. Because worst case scenario, I got myself a high functioning iPod Nano Touch. I'm telling you something right now. With the A12 processor or something like 810 processor, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look. I hope you kind of enjoyed this. There's no possible way you did. I'm going to try to assemble this back a little bit and ask for your subscription because I need it. My heart is full right now because somehow this kind of works. I might actually try to push this stuff back in, but I know it's not going to work anyway. I have some other videos here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm kind of amazed. All right, let me turn it off.